Yo, what up? What up? All the YouTube people of YouTube land and mixed martial arts enthusiasts. I gotta shut my door before I start yapping, or else I'll. Yeah, I was gonna upload a video today. Had like a beautiful idea, had it all cooked up essentially, and yeah, never had time to upload it. So I figured cook up a thumbnail real quick and hop on and stream, cause why not? Why not? And I want to yap MMA. And I don't know why my camera's being tweaky and green. That's weird. Why is my... What the heck, bro? Sorry, I'm gonna spam it real quick. Spam click it. If in doubt, turn it off, and then if it doesn't work again, you're screwed. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what's going on. What the... Alright, I'm gonna have to... If in doubt, yap it out. 950, 500, 400, 450. Yeah, I have no idea. I think my camera's just being stupid. Let me, hold on, I'm gonna remove my camera real quick. And then I'm gonna add it back in. This is redonkulous. $500. All right. If that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna deal with it and then figure out the camera issue later on. I don't know. I don't know why it's being all green and pudgy and strange. I've literally never had this happen, at least not to my knowledge, up until this point. So I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let me pop out my chat in case anyone says joins and says what's up. Pop out at your party. I'm with the gang. All right, let me just check my audio on my phone and just make sure it's good. Pop out at your party. I'm with the gang, and it's gonna be a robbery, so tuck your chain. Yes, sir, bro. Audio's good. We're crack-a-lacking and we're chilling. I'm a killer, girl, I'm sorry. But you can't hang. All right, sick. So I don't know. It's not really turning too green now. I might look like a green tomato for a little bit, but screw it, whatever. So I wanted to yap. Mainly because UFC, I mean, listen, whenever there's fights on, whenever we have something to watch that's mixed martial arts related, especially UFC, I'm happy, I'm content. I am ecstatic. And right now, we not only have another week, we not only have another 2 weeks, we not only have another 3, not 4, we have the next month of just straight UFC events back to back to back to back. Okay. March 15th, this weekend, we have Marvin Vettori making a comeback against Roman Dolidze. Okay. Chidi Njokuanu and Ezekiel Elizu Zaleski dos Santos. Sorry, I just called him Ezekiel. I'm a moron and dyslexic. You know, I don't know how high I am on that fight, and I'm looking at the rest of the card. Not really anything that sticks out to me. Like Daniel Barez and Andre Lima should be a banger. But I'm looking and I can't wait. Is that? Oh my God, no way. The girl who basically fraud checked a Kayla Harrison, like Dollar Tree version of Kayla Harrison. She was like a 20 to 1 dog, bro. I remember that night. The whole commentary team was freaking out when it happened because she literally knocked her out stiff. She's fighting, and she's a dog again, bro. That's crazy. Harley Judas. Sam Hughes is on the card. She's a dog. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Josias Musasas, Democratic Republic of Congo. Are you kidding me, bro? This guy looks like a beast. But he's coming off a split decision win against his opponent. A Georgian monster, it looks like. Let me check something out real quick. Pop out at your party. I'm with the gang. And it's gonna be a robbery, so tuck your chain. All right. Let me see here. So yeah, I mean next week, or this week, sorry, this upcoming week. You know, there's nothing to really brag and boast about, I guess, you could say. Renson Ribero's fighting. Gibson, Kurt Hollabaugh. Okay, I get it. Next week, or this weekend, sorry. It isn't anything crazy, but then the week after that, Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady, bro. Jan Blachowicz versus Carlos Olberg. Are you kidding? Gunnar Nelson and Kevin Holland, that's a pretty good matchup too, bro. And they're actually feeding Kevin Holland someone who he could potentially beat. Even though Gunnar Nelson is the favorite. Wow, dog. Wow. Gunnar Nelson is a dog, though. Gunnar Nelson is a beast. Jordan Vucinic. He's making his comeback. Jordan's pretty good. Jai Herbert, Chris Padilla. That fight is going to be an absolute banger. Loner Caviar. And Felipe Dos Santos. Banger. Marcin Tybura, Mick Parkin. Banger. Dude, there's a bunch of good fights coming up. Brandon Moreno and Steve Erceg fight the weekend after that. Are you kidding me? Brandon Moreno, Steve Erceg, Manuel Torres, Drew Dober, Kevin Gastelum, Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer's making his comeback. Dog, that's so lit. David Martinez. All right, I'm not really hip to those guys. Ronaldo Rodriguez. Wait, don't tell me. This is the guy that fought at UFC 306, the Sphere, bro. Or 3... Yeah, 306, yeah. Yeah, UFC Noche. Dude. Raul Rosas is back. He's fighting Vince Marias. Wow, bro. Vince just getting fed to the dogs. Edgar Shirez. CJ Vergara. Dude. Some bangers. Melquizio Costa, didn't he just fight? Oh yeah, he is coming off a pretty quick submission, so guess it makes sense for him to hop in like ASAP. Why not, man? Why not? You dig? Yeah, man, there is a lot to be excited about. A lot coming up. And that's a pretty good card in and of itself. And then you know what? You know what's after that? My boy, Lerone Murphy. Lerone Murphy fights Josh Emmett. Cortavius? Man, he's low-key a monster. He had a tough outing against the vet. I get it. But they're feeding him up against or they're feeding him to a road to the UFC guy? Yeah, road to the UFC. Torres Finney made it into the UFC. Torres Finney made it into the UFC. That's sick. And he's fighting Robert Valentin. Yeah, he should be able to chin this guy. That's crazy. They made Finney fight twice on the Dana White Contender Series. And now they're giving him Robert, who got knocked out on the Dana White Contender Series, literally. Or maybe they're trying to work the guy up. Who knows? Brito is fighting. Do you understand Brito and Pat Sabatini? That's a banger. That's a banger. O'Day's back. He's fighting an undefeated guy. Luis Gurro. Dana White Contender Series. Daniel Santos. Victor Henry. My balls. Yeah, UFC's got some absolutely loaded cards, bro. Some pretty good fight nights. I don't care what anyone says, dude. These fight nights are bangers. Is there any that are like at a weird time? Bro, what? The Leon Edwards and Sean Brady card starts at 1 p.m. That's such a weird... Of course. It is a London card, though, so I guess it makes sense. And then, obviously, we got Volkanovski, Diego Lopes. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. Alexander Volkanovski is back. And not only is he back, he's about to be a UFC champion again. Alexander Volkanovski is about to be a UFC champion again. Let's go. UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. I am a Lopes fan, but On some low key, hard feelings for Lopes or for Volk. I really want Volk to win. I really want Volk to bounce back and win. Dude, Volkanovski's only 36 years old. That's crazy. You would think this guy's like 39, the way he's gotten shinned and just like the way people are talking about him like his career's over. That's so crazy to think. Volkanovski hadn't lost in 10 years leading up to the Makhachev fight. Volkanovski hadn't lost in 10 years. 9 and some change. Makhachev just took all that away from him, bro. Makhachev literally just took all that away from him. Crazy to think about. Imagine if he would have beat Makhachev too, dude. That would have been insane. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about it right now, like the trajectory, the career path. Who knows? Volkanovski might have vacated his belt. The confidence booster that he would have had. Oh my god, dog. I don't even want to start. Because I'm just like, holy crap, like Volkanovski in a different alternate universe could have been a double champ defending both titles until, you know, and who knows, maybe he wouldn't have even gotten chinned by Ilya. Maybe his confidence would have been there and he would have just, you know, followed through. Finished up the job. But, you know, there's always the shoulda, coulda, woulda. The shoulda, coulda, woulda. Can't believe it, though. Like, it's just crazy to think about. Also, Fiziev moving down to featherweight. I'm about to look at the featherweight rankings right now, but I don't think that's a good move for Fiziev. Fiziev's already, like... I mean, he's a small lightweight. I've heard a bunch of people say that. I get it. But also, Fiziev has been dealing with a lot of injuries. Specifically that leg injury that he just came off of, like, not too long ago. I do not think that would be good at all for him to cut. At least cut that much. I'm sure he's cutting, like, 10, maybe 15 pounds. Maybe even more. Who knows, dude? Who knows how much he's cutting? Well, let me look real quick. So, realistically, Fiziev beats Dan Ige. He beats Calvin Kattar. He beats Bryce Mitchell for sure. Yusuf Zalal is close. But I do think Fiziev could beat Yusuf Zalal. Chikadze, yes. Lerone Murphy, I'm not sure. Lerone Murphy's got a chin, bro. Aljamain Sterling, nah, I think Aljamain's just too good of a grappler. Josh Emmett, yeah, I could see Fiziev beating Josh Emmett. Arnold Allen, now you're getting to the point where maybe, it's like a maybe, like he could beat Arnold Allen, but I also see Arnold Allen beating him like 55 out of 100 times, you know what I mean? Like Arnold Allen's pretty good. Brian Ortega could probably submit him. Yair Rodriguez is like the only guy I would entertain. Because Yair has grappling, but he doesn't use it effectively at all. Like, in fact, he acts like kind of... He like acts like he doesn't know how to use grappling when he should. When he's in moments that he needs to use grappling. And then when he like doesn't use grappling, he ends up finding a way to sneak it in there. I don't know. Yair's weird. Yair Rodriguez is a special case for sure. Movsar Evloev, nah. Too grapple heavy for what's his name, Fiziev to lose. And you got Diego Lopes too. Dude, Diego Lopes is a monster. Diego Lopes is a monster. I think he has a pretty good chance of beating Volkanovski, but I don't know. Like, it all depends. It all depends on if he comes in here with just a slug first mentality, or if it's like he comes in here with a grapple heavy approach. If he tries to grapple Volkanovski, he's not going to have success. I think he has to get gritty. I think he has to come into the pocket and just swing big, bro. Because I could see him catching and chinning Volk. I really could. Let's hope that doesn't happen though. But yeah, I think Fiziev moving down. I think Fiziev would have a lot of success. It's not that the guys are too big for him at lightweight. It's just like, I feel like his power would translate a lot better down a weight class. Maybe I'm an idiot or something. How did BSD jump to rankings? That's weird. He didn't even fight. That's very interesting. BSD hopped 2 rankings and he didn't even fight. Something smells fishy to me. Man, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with freaking light heavyweight, bro? What are they gonna do with heavyweight? Like, John Jones really isn't gonna fight Tom Aspinall? Really? John Jones needs to fight Tom Aspinall, bro. Magomed Ankalaev, he's got plenty. He's got plenty lined up. Jan Blachowicz, Carlos Solberg winner. Definitely gets a title after. Yuri Prohaska's lined up. I mean, he could get a title shot. He just knocked out Jamal Hill. Alex Pereira. He could easily get a rematch if the UFC's like, yo, screw Magomed Ankalaev and screw what Magomed Ankalaev is saying, because we're going to do what we want and how we want to do it. It's interesting. But they got plenty of contenders. That's all that matters. Jamal Hill's facing Khalil Roundtree. Winner of that, you know, could hop right back into the debate, especially with a convincing win. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm thinking about it now. It's like, there's a lot they could do. Yuri's lined up. He's ready. Alex is probably going to get a rematch. Jan and Carlos Solberg, Khalil Roundtree, Jamal Hill. Like, there's a lot going on in the excuse me, in the light heavyweight division. Middleweight we've already yapped about plenty of times, but Dricus du Plessis has Khamzat Chimaev waiting for him. Khamzat Chimaev is next. Nasruddin Imavov is right there. Caio Barallo is right there too. Like, the matchups, the possibilities are endless at middleweight. And you got a perfect champion in DDP who's willing to defend very often. So that'll be interesting too. I mean, DDP is going to make this division a very fun division. There's something telling me that DDP is going to go all out. Defend a lot, essentially. Not go all out, but welcome all challengers and fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. DDP seems like the guy to fight, 2 to 3 times a year, hopefully, ideally. Trying to think. Marvin Vettori's fighting Roman Dolidze. Yeah, I don't really see the winner of that getting a title shot, but, you know, you could dream. You could dream. Same thing with Bilal, too. He's got so many opponents lined up. Shavkat's there. Winner of Leon and Sean Brady. I mean, Jack Della's competing for the title in a few months. Bruh. It's about to be epic. Joaquin Buckley. Buckley's right there too. Like, man. And then Prates sneaking his way up the division, up the rankings. Oh man, don't be surprised if Prates makes your eyes open a little bit. Lightweight, we already know, man. Armin Sarukian's up in the rankings there. Justin Gaethje won 3 of his last 4. Given there were 2 wins against Fiziev, but still 2 very good, very epic wins. As strange as it sounds, I mean, Max Holloway really only needs a win, I feel like, to get into that picture. Obviously, there's Dan Hooker, who's coming off the surgery. He's probably not going to be fighting anytime, you know, within the next few months. And then if he does, he'll probably end up having to defend his spot just because the pullout. I don't think the UFC would give him a title like that, unfortunately. But you got Paddy Pimblett, Michael Chandler, winner of that, especially if it's a convincing win, could, you know, jump a few people in line. Ilya Topuria just moved up, and I know it may seem like there isn't a lot lined up, but Diego Lopes and Volkanovski are fighting. Movsar Evloev is right there. Winner of Yair Rodriguez and Patricio Pitbull is going to certainly get a title shot pretty soon. And, you know, Josh Emmett, Lerone Murphy, I mean, a convincing win probably bumps one of these 2 guys up into the 5-6 rank. Who knows, man? We've seen some crazier title shots happen. Lerone Murphy comes in, has an outstanding performance against Josh Emmett, somehow knocks him out. Lerone Murphy could be in that convo, dude. Lerone Murphy could be in that conversation. And then you look at bantamweight too. Merab has plenty to do. Sean O'Malley rematch. As much as I want to see that, I don't even want to see it right now. I'd love to see it later on down the road. Petr Yan is next. Umar Nurmagomedov, you could argue, could get another title shot. It was a close fight. He did have an injury. Song Yadong's up there in the conversation. Figgy just lost to Petr Yan, but seen some crazier stuff happen, I'll tell you that. And Rob Font just got a big win too. Rob Font just got a big win over John Matsumoto. Flyweight. Flyweight's just kind of cooked. Flyweight is literally cooked. Like Manel Kopp, and that's it. Actually, no. Kai Kara-France coming off a big knockout over Steve Erceg. I forgot about that. So Kai could definitely be next, and Manel Kopp right after that, bro. It'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting to see what the UFC does, where the UFC goes with all this. I'm interested to see, man. I'm interested to see, and I hope all these champions are super active this year. And we've gotten a lot of good fights. You know, we've had some pullouts. We've had this, we've had that. You know, we've had it all. But man, as long as these guys are active, these cards are about to start heating up, bro. Heating up. I'm telling you right now. The UFC is going to start cooking anytime now. There's so many big matchups to be made. Islam Makhachev versus Ilya Topuria. John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Dricus du Plessis versus Hamzat Chimaev. Like, there are huge matchups just waiting, begging to be made. I would even argue like a Pantoja versus Merab Dvalishvili. That's a huge matchup that the UFC could make in both guys. I mean, think about it. You could let bantamweight kind of work its way out. You have a clear contender in Piotr Jan. But that's about it. Sean O'Malley just lost to the champion. Umar Nurmagomedov just lost to the champion. Like, we can't just be having rematches when these guys lose. Like, they need to go out. They need to get a win, right? Right? I don't know. Regardless, though, there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be done. There's a lot of matchups to be made. I'm going to yap a little bit more tomorrow, but I just kind of wanted to hop on, stream a little bit, just talk some UFC, just get the mouth going. You know what I mean? Just yap away a little bit. I am going to be ending stream a little earlier today, but it's all right because we're going to be right back at it tomorrow. I'm also dropping another video tomorrow. I'm not going to, I was going to give a hint. I'm not going to give out a hint. It's going to be a surprise. All I got to say, no, I'm not even giving out a hint. Nah, you guys will see tomorrow. Listen, if you popped into the stream, make sure to subscribe, leave a like down there, comment what you are most excited about. What UFC fight are you most hyped about that is realistically going to happen in 2025? Islam Ilya, Merab Pantoja, Hamzat DDP, you know, Tom Aspinall, John Jones. Like, what are you most hyped about? Let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys.